Best Tactical Shotgun for Home Defense, 2025. Beretta 1301. Beretta is the oldest firearms manufacturer in the world, with over 400 years of experience. Now sure, for most of that time they were making cast-iron cannons, but it's a cool backstory at least. The 1301 might be the hottest ticket shotgun right now because of its newest generation updates that take an already great gun into legendary status. While this isn't my favorite shotgun to look at, unless it's an OD green, this is a beast of a gun you cannot go wrong with. Beretta's integrated blink gas system means this gun cycles 36% faster than other semi-auto shotguns. This directly translates into the ability to lay down more lead on your target. The stock comes in several flavors from traditional hunting grip to a tactical pistol grip. Ghost ring sights come standard, but the 1301 also comes with a 1913 rail on top to mount your favorite optic too. Oversized controls and oversized loading port make operation simple, even when you're stressed. Benelli M4. Trusted by the USMC for decades now, the Benelli M4 has a cult-like following, and for good reason. If you want a go-to-war shotgun, this is definitively it. One of the best-made and most respected firearms in the world, the Benelli M4 was one of the first semi-auto shotguns to prove it could handle even the harshest environments and the most brutal treatment. Benelli's ARGO, auto-regulating gas-operated piston system, was a huge leap forward in shotgun design and makes it so that the M4 can be fed basically any type of ammo and function 100% of the time with zero adjustments. Gas-operated means it soaks more recoil, further making this a badass shotgun. Coming standard with ghost ring sights, the M4 also has a 1913 rail for the red dot of your choice. My only complaint about the M4 is it hasn't been revised to include oversized control, the trend in this class of firearm. To me, the loading port feels a bit small and the charging handle is not as ergonomic as I would like. Thankfully, the aftermarket support for the M4 is massive, and it's easy to make upgrades if you want. The Massa Tactical M4 is a good example of a tricked-out home defense tactical shotgun. Military Armament Corporation 1014. Turkish shotguns have been around for a long time, and they've had a horrible reputation for just as long. But what most people don't know is that not all Turkish shotguns are equal. Mac seems to have cracked the code since this is the first Turkish clone of a Benelli M4 design that we've seen actually work. More than that, the Mac 1014 works really well. From mini shells to rifled slugs to all sorts of buck and bird, the Mac 1014 ran like a sewing machine. While the manufacturing is clearly not on par in terms of fit and finish as a real Benelli M4, the shotgun works, and that's what really matters. Aftermarket Benelli M4 parts mostly fit on the MAC, but some fitting or adjustment might be required. Not surprising since that normally happens with real Benelli M4s also. For an MSRP of only $570 and a street price around $400 at the time of writing, the Mac 1014 is a shotgun worthy of consideration if you're on a budget. A pillar of the pump shotgun world for longer than I've been alive, Mossberg has never really wowed the firearms community with their semi-auto guns. Until its 900 line at least. Mossberg 940 Pro Tactical Dumpster. Federal Flight Control buckshot corresponds almost exactly to Holosun's reticle. Perfect for defending your dumpster. With an 18.5-inch barrel, gas-operated semi-auto operation, 12-gauge chambering, and accepting both 2 3/4 and 3-inch shells, the 940 Pro Tac has a hidden asset. It's able to load 7 in the tube, 1 in the chamber, and 1 more ghost loaded into the carrier for a total of 9 shells on tap. Put another way, that's 81 pellets of 00 buckshot, 189 pellets of number 4 buck, or nearly 4,000 grains of lead if you're slinging slugs. If you're looking for home defense overmatch, this is a compelling option. All of this said, and we haven't even named off half the features yet. It boasts oversized controls, comes threaded for AccuChoke tubes, and has a red fiber optic front bead. Bottom line, this is a beast of a shotgun. Beretta A300 Ultima Patrol. Beretta might have taken the crown with their 1301, or at least is winning in the Flavor of the Year category, But even they recognize that not everyone has money for the latest hotness. Probably influenced by the popularity of the Mossberg 940 Pro, Beretta has recently released the A300 Ultima Patrol, a tactical shotgun designed for fighting or home defense that comes in at a very reasonable price. In this case, an MSRP of just $1,099. 12-gauge semi-auto, 19.1-inch barrel, improved cylinder choke, but uses standard Beretta mobile chokes if you want to change it out, and packed with features that give this A300 a more combative feel to it. Enlarged bolt knob, large and easy-to-use bolt release, M-lock. On the front of the forend, perfect for a weapon light, even fiber optic front sight and a ghost ring. Rear sight is included standard. Since this is 2023 and everyone is using optics, Beretta also slapped on some 1913 railing in front of the ghost ring. So what is missing between this and the 1301? Technically, the A300 Ultima Patrol cycles slower. But that is unlikely to matter since the limiting factor is normally the shooter. Remington 870. The Remington 870 might be the most classic and recognizable shotgun ever made. And for good reason. This gun works, always. In recent years, Remington's quality has taken a dip, but thankfully much of this has been resolved from what I've seen. This is great news since this is one of the best firearms ever made. Simple, robust, easy to use, easy to shoot. There really isn't anything else to say about this keystone firearm. Because of how prolific the 870 is, there are over a dozen models currently produced. While that gives a lot of options, you don't need to worry about most of them. My two recommendations are the Remington 870 Hardwood Defense, outfitted with an 18.5-inch barrel, wood furniture, and bead front sight. Simple, classic, very nice. However, wood isn't the best for keeping a great grip on your gun, and it doesn't give you options for mounting a light or optics. For a more tactical approach, the 870 Tactical Magpul is a much better option. M-lock mounting points for lights, ghost sights on top with 1913 railing for a red dot, plus all of the robust reliability that you expect. Mossberg 500/590. Personally, I like the Mossberg 500 and 590 better than the Remington 870 simply because Mossberg has delivered a very constant and very reliable product forever. During good times and bad times, Mossberg is one of the most dependable names in the home defense tactical shotgun world. I also like their controls a little better, but that's minor. Both the 500 and 590 are great options. I recommend the 590 if possible since it comes with a larger magazine tube. However, the 500 is a little less expensive. Both are simple pump-action shotguns with unbeatable reliability. Dozens of models exist, but my two top recommendations would be the 500 Retrograde and 590 M-lock. The Retrograde is an outstanding wood furniture throwback to an older, simpler time that retains all of the reliability of a modern design. Even just for the historical swagger of it, this is a great gun to own. If you want the best for home defense, you can't beat the 590 M-lock. The added ghost ring sights, 1913 railing, and M-lock mounting points give you lots of options.